Afridi is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Over. The Indians are none for 12. Daniel, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the bridge end. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
They'll get at least 1.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Nicely fielded on the boundary. A couple on offer here.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Waiting. Yep.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
End of the over. The Indians are none for 20. Afridi from the scoreboard end.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Well placed, should get a single.
What a beautiful shot that was. They've been sweating on the loose ball and picked this one up early and glanced it down to fine leg.
Yep.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily.
Wait on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
9 runs added in that over. The Indians are none for 29.
Yep.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep, yep.
Big edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait there.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Wait on.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Waiting.
That's out.
Yeah.
Caught.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
They got it well away square, nobody anywhere near it in the field to cut it off. Khan giving away too much width.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Perfectly timed.
Right out of the textbook, off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
Sharma has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Yep. Keeper.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down towards third man.
Just about timed that perfectly.
The timing unbelievable. Got the width they were after and nailed it to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Bad decision making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging. Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Didn't hit that well, very late in playing the shot.
Ralph ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
quick onto that in the infield.
Wait. Waiting.
Content just to knock it around that over. 2 added to the total. The Indians are 2 for 56.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Huge edge. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Massive edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep, yep.
There'll be runs here.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Wieser coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Yep.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Good return there, back from the deep. Back and across, punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
Wait. Yep.
Mix up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication. Dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Yep, yep.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? There'll be one run here for them.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
11 runs added there. The Indians are 2 for 78. Going with spin now.
Yep.
Good shot, a beauty.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Caught, what a position to set there, a brilliant catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. David, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Pollard takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Weiser on the scoreboard end.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep, yep.
Thick edge. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. 6 runs added there. The Indians are 4 for 92.
Yep.
Edged it.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Indians are 4 for 103. The right armour is coming into the attack from the scoreboard end.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Ball is in.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Afridi, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Straight to the fielder.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
That's the over. The Indians are 4 for 110. Ralph coming into the attack from the bridge end.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Misses everything.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Yep.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
It was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Wait there. Bowler.
Over. The Indians are 4 for 121.
Yep.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Good short ball. Really lifted on its way through to the keeper. It was well played to let it go by. That's the last short ball for this over.
Edged.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Great work from these two, really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable. 50 comes up between these two. They're starting to form a really strong partnership.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Big edge.
Good precision with the throw back from the deep.
Yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. One bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the bridge end.
Yep, yep.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. They'd look for a couple here.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Strong appeal. Oh dear, played on. A hint of misfortune, and that is out.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
No interest in that one from the batter. Visa will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. A 3D coming back into the attack. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Huge edge.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
Keeper.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Huge appeal. Sams ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yep.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Gets off zero with that shot. They'd have been a little nervy. That'll settle the nerves.
Yep, yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it. There'll be one run here for them.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That was a slow delivery. Played too early. Straight through to the keeper.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Indians are 7 for 160. A 3 deep on the scoreboard end. they'll get at least one.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Beaten on the drive.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Marks the end of the match. Mumbai triumph have taken the victory. The batting side have fallen short by none. Thank you very much for joining us here for this match. Please take care and drive safe.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you soon.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.